AVC Sports and 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON present high school basketball. Now let's go courtside for tonight's game.
Good evening. Welcome to Boys High School Tournament Basketball presented by AVC Sports. Tonight we've got a battle of Panthers as the New Lex Panthers face the Maysville Panthers in the Division IV OHSAA Regional Semifinal from the Convo in Athens. I'm Dave Hilliard along with my partner and friend Mike Snively. We've got all the action on 98.5 and 107.9 Nash ICON and a free live video stream on our YouTube channel tonight, YRP TV. And yes, the stream is live as it was not last year, so it is a live stream tonight. Now these teams are familiar foes as they both are in the small school division of the MVL, and they've played twice during the regular season, both games won by Maysville. So Mike, these two teams are familiar with each other. Does one team have an advantage over the other tonight?
You know, I don't know, Dave. The one thing where I think New Lex does have the advantage tonight is they have one game under their belt on this court in this environment.
Exactly,
so
yes.
that was just last week where they won the district final here. But, you know, they played twice this year, Dave. But one of the games, Isaiah Stevens did not play in the game.
Yes.
So that makes a huge difference. So we had the game clear back December 10th.
Yes.
December 10th.
Early in the season.
Early in the season where New Lex had a 4-point lead going into the fourth quarter, but then Maysville comes away with a 55-48 victory.
I think that's more the style of game we're going to see tonight, is a close one that's going to be really hard fought between these two teams because they know each other. And
right.
I mean, they're familiar, so I think, like you said, New Lex has an advantage. They've played a game on this court. They played here last week. And Maysville, all juniors, and they've played a ton of basketball games. I mean,
Correct.
They played 30 games last year. They played a lot of games this year, but New Lex has got a couple of seniors they rely on. And when it's your senior season, you just got a little bit of that extra oomph that maybe helps get you across the finish line in a game like this one. So we'll see.
Yes, absolutely.
But tonight, again, we have a bunch of sponsors tonight. We certainly appreciate them. They enable us to be on the radio and provide this free live video stream. So if you're back in Muskingum County or you're in Perry County and you'd like to watch the game, you can watch it free on YRP TV YouTube. Our sponsors: Action Total Staffing, WB Green Insurance, Ross Frash Funeral Home, Wakefield Dental, Allen Hunter State Farm, West 40 Auto Sales, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, the Perry County Health Department, Light and Wetzel with Lepi and Associates, Surgeon Construction, Lowe's Bargain Barn, People's Bank, Z Gun Cave, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Great Clips of Zanesville, Doane Ford, Rivergate Medical LLC, and Custom Vehicles of Zanesville. Mike, a ton of sponsors tonight.
Right, and yet that just means you're going further and further in the tournament.
Yes.
The more sponsors show up, the further and further you're going in the tournament. That's a good problem to have.
And also, our player of the game tonight, sponsored by Lock 9 Pizza, and that's down in Duncan Falls, one of Mike Snively and I's favorite places to eat. Now, going back and looking at these two teams, New Lex, Mike, and I talked to you about this earlier, New Lex has been kind of a mystery.
Yeah.
15-10 on the season. Now, they've won 5 in a row right now, the best time to win 5 in a row,
Right.
but they lost the previous 6 games in a row. And I remember we were doing a game at John Glenn, and we were talking about what's wrong with New Lex.
Yeah.
Well, it seems as they were sick.
I think that happened a lot this year in the MVL.
As we found out, there was a lot of sickness that went through the team. Stevens hurt his shoulder, and as you mentioned, in the last game between these two teams, which was a huge win for Maysville, Isaiah Stevens did not play. So that's
right.
That's a huge difference in the basketball game.
And in the first game, Stevens had 30.
He had 30, had 15 in each half. Bentley Hansen added 8. For Maysville, Gator had 17, Jordan Watson with 18, Landon Knighton had 10, and that was a 55-48 victory. Now, a couple things we ought to point out tonight, and the players involved in this game, when you get to this point, you've had a good season, and you've probably got some good players. Lots of individual honors out here on the floor tonight. The East District awards just came out, and these are awarded by the sports writers. Gator Nichols for Maysville, East District Player of the Year. Jordan Watson, first team. Landon Iden, third team. Isaiah Stevens, now they're in the Southeast District.
Correct.
That's how these two teams actually come to meet each other tonight. He was first team, and Bentley Hansen was second team in the Southeast District. So, again, lots of honors for these guys. And in the Coaches Association, too, lots of similar honors there. Both players, Isaiah Stevens, Bentley Hansen, first team District 12, and that's from the Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association. And then for also in District 12, Watson and Nichols were on first team, and Kane Rohrig and Landon Iden were second team in the Coaches Association. So obviously lots of good players, and they have been rewarded as such. And I got to mention my guy, Braden Davis from John Glenn, also. He was second team All East District, so congratulations.
Your biggest fan, Dave.
He's our biggest fan, definitely. And of course, also from John Glenn, Steele Bates and CJ Dolan, they were also first team. And shout out to Dave Brown and Eric Scheck, co-coaches of the year in the East District. And I got to mention both of those guys, Muskingum basketball alums.
I knew that was coming.
Along with Tyrone Miller from Indian Valley, whose team was defeated by Maysville last Friday night. So those three, all the East District Coaches of the Year, and certainly we congratulate all those kids, all the guys. We certainly, it's well-deserved honors. And
it is.
Like we said, when you get to this point, Mike, you got to have good players, and there's good players on each side.
There's very good players on each side, but I would also be remiss without telling the fine folks out there tonight listening and watching, these are two really good coaches too.
Yes.
Two good coaching staffs. So it's going to be a chess match out there tonight. But two good teams, two good players. The lights shine brighter down here at the Convos this time of year. And I think we're going to see a quality matchup tonight for the third round 3 tonight of the two MVL foes.
Well, Dave Brown, of course, has his team going. They played in the state finals last year. Jeremy Dewar, he's as good a basketball coach as there is in the Muskingum Valley League. You got to give him a lot of credit. As I mentioned, his team lost 6 games in a row, but he found a way to get his team through it, to figure it out, keep everybody together, and now they've reeled off wins when you want to win when that tournament season starts.
And it seems like to me, if you go back to their tournament resume the last few years, they do pull off that upset here and there, and they did it again this year. So, but Dave, back to December 10th, I wanted to mention this. Maysville was held to only 4 threes. Maysville averages 14 threes a game.
Wow.
New Lexington held them to 4 threes, and they out-rebounded New Lexington out-rebounded Maysville by almost 10 rebounds. So you got to think, how did they lose the game? Well, free throws. Maysville was 15 of 19. New Lex was only 4 of 8, and the other factor was turnovers. New Lex turned it over 18 times in that game.
Yes.
Maysville only turned it over 5.
And that's what Maysville does. They make you turn it over. So what we're going to do, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about each team and our starting lineups. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Looking to boost your career or find top talent for your team? Action Total Staffing has you covered. Whether you're job hunting or hiring, our expert team connects the right people with the right opportunities. Locally owned and operated since 1994, we are located at 2239 Maple Avenue in Zanesville. Call us at 740-450-8411 or visit our website at actiontotalstaffingohio.com. Job opportunities in Zanesville, Frazeysburg, Coshocton, Cambridge, and Byesville. Stop in and get your career in gear at Action Total Staffing.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Custom Vehicles of Zanesville is the local spot for all car, truck, marine, and RV accessories. From remote starts, heated seats, stereo equipment, lift kits, WeatherTech products, tonneau covers, toolboxes, strobe lights, Rhino lightings, Z-Bart rust proofing, and undercoating. If it can be found online, they can get it. Stop by their showroom today and see how they can use their expertise to enhance your vehicle. Your local real truck preferred dealer, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, 3619 Old Falls Road, CustomVehiclesZAN.com. You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
Dave Hilliard and Mike Snively back at the Convo in Athens. We've got regional semifinal action tonight. Division 4, Maysville and New Lex. And yep, those two teams already played each other this year. They are both in the small school division of the MVL. And Mike Snively and I are excited to be here tonight. The first game tonight, Riverview defeated Unioto 66-65 in overtime. So the winner of this game will face River Valley on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And again, Mike and I certainly appreciate being here tonight. It's a great atmosphere for high school basketball. And we got our guys with us tonight. Brett Klein running the show. Andrew Dunlap on the main camera up here with us. Bryce Haynes, he's running the camera down on the floor. So extra camera view for you tonight at this one. So we're pulling out all the stops to bring you the best coverage that we can. Mike and I will try to rise above.
I was going to say, we got the A technical team.
We do have the A technical team.
But the guys with the faces for radio, we're going to have to show our faces tonight, looks like on camera.
Well, we're excited to be here. It's a great time of year, and when you get to follow a team that's winning some games and you get to go to these arenas like this one, it's a special time. It's a special time for the players. And that's one of the things that Dave Brown talks about with his team. Don't let special pass you by. So you want to enjoy these moments while you're there.
Yes.
And you know, that's one of the things you can't control the outcome, but he has certain things that he tries to get his team to do, and Coach Dewar is the same way. As we mentioned, both these guys do a great job coaching their team, and we certainly, you know, we admire what they do. They've done a great job getting their teams here. And of course, in a third matchup, I mean, it's strange that we had to go all the way to OU for these two teams to play each other. I didn't do
met in Crooksville.
Yeah, I didn't do the map there. I didn't see how far apart the two schools are, but it's not really that far when you consider Southtown and Southtown and New Lex. They're not that far apart. So really, it's going to be an interesting basketball game. Maysville's MO the entire season, they really get out and pressure you and make you turn it over, and then they convert those into easy baskets and transition threes. And you got to beware of the third quarter avalanche, because that's when Maysville really seems to turn it on. They did it last year in the tournament. They did it last Friday night at Muskingum, where they came back and third quarter outscored Indian Valley 18-2. And I'm sure that's got to be in the back of Coach Dewar's mind and New Lex. You want to make sure you don't let Maysville get on one of those big avalanche runs in the second half.
Right, and they also did it against East Liverpool in this tournament run too.
Yes.
But, you know, the thing is, if New Lex were able to hold them to 4 3-pointers here, I think Coach Dewar would take that in a heartbeat.
I think you're right.
And once again, this is going to be a hard place to shoot tonight because it is the arena setting. I will say this, with New Lex having the played here earlier and having the experience on this court this year, Maysville did play at Ohio University Eastern.
Yes, that's true.
Now called the Eco Center, with a similar basket support and not as big background, but a bigger background. So that could help Maysville.
Well, New Lex, they've got a couple of 1,000-point scorers that they're going to rely on. Isaiah Stevens and Bentley Hansen. Isaiah, the all-time leading scorer for New Lex. Bentley Hansen has scored his 1,000th point this year as well. An interesting season. They've played some really good teams, Mike. That first week where we talked about where they were playing early, they played 3 games the first week of the season. They played Tri-Valley to a pretty close game and then had to turn around the following night, go all the way to Steubenville.
And beat a really good Steubenville
And they
team.
beat Steubenville, who is in the regional in Division 3.
Yeah, that was a really good, I think that was one of 2 losses for Steubenville on the year.
Steubenville is 21-3.
Yeah, so 3 losses on now 3 losses, yes.
Then they turned around the following Tuesday and had to face Maysville. So a really tough stretch right there to start the season for New Lex. Also, they've played Bishop Watterson. Watterson beat them 48-46.
What's that tell you?
That tells you they're pretty good because Watterson out of the Catholic League in Columbus, always very strong.
Well, speaking of Watterson, they had 2 losses. River Valley had 2 losses. One to my cousin Ben Snively at Pleasant in Marion and Bishop Watterson.
Also, New Lex took on Columbus Academy this year, who's undefeated and is the odds-on favorite to win the state or Division 6 title. But Columbus Academy handled them pretty well, 59-34. So New Lex has played some good people. And
really
you know, those games, that's kind of like what Todd McLaughlin has done at Tri-Valley. He goes out and plays some of those Columbus schools, tries to toughen his team up, and if they lose, they lose.
Right.
If they win, they stole one, but it helps them get better for situations like these. Tonight, where they're going to play here in the Convo in Athens in the regional semifinals. So
I've always heard a coach say, if you schedule your schedule and you go undefeated in the regular season, you didn't schedule hard enough. You didn't get your stuff ready for the tournament.
We'll take one more quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups from the OU Convo in Athens. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
One thing about us parents, we think we know what's in, but we're usually way off. That's why I take my kids to Great Clips for back-to-school haircuts. From fresh fades to beachy waves, they can use the online lookbook to find the cuts they want at prices I can't resist. Plus, with convenient online check-in, we save tons of time, too. I may never know what's cool again, but hey, with back-to-school haircuts at Great Clips, I don't have to. Download the app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Dave Hilliard, Mike Snively back here wrapping up our pregame portion of this broadcast tonight. Maysville taking on New Lex here at the regional semifinals, Division 4 at the Convo in Athens. Mike, you've got our starting lineups, but let me go through our sponsors one more time. Tonight's game brought to you by Action Total Staffing, WB Green Insurance, Ross Fresh Funeral Home, Wakefield Dental, Allen Hunter State Farm, West 40 Auto Sales, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, the Perry County Health Department, Leighton Wetzel with Lepi and Associates, Surgeon Construction, Lowe's Bargain Barn, People's Bank, Z Gun Cave, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Great Clips of Zanesville, Doan Ford, Rivergate Medical LLC, and Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, all sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Mike Snively's got our starting lineups for tonight's game.
Yeah, first for the New Lex Panthers, they'll start a sophomore, 5'10", Lane Ratcliffe. He's averaging 6 points per game. Isaiah Stevens, he's a senior, he's 6'1", he's averaging 17.3 points per game. Number 12, Paul Stenson, he's averaging 2.1 points per game. He's a junior, he's 6'2". Bentley Hansen's averaging 15 points per game. He's 5'11", he's a senior. And rounding out the starters for the Panthers, Eli Stevens, brother of Isaiah Stevens. He's 6'4", he's averaging 7 points a game, and he's just a sophomore. Now for the Maysville Panthers, they will start number 0, Gator Nichols. He's averaging 26 a game. He's a 6-foot junior. Cade Rock, who is 6'4", he's a junior. He's averaging 3 points a game. And also starting for Maysville will be Landon Iden. He's averaging 10 points a game. He's a 5'11" junior. Kane Rohrig averaging 8 points a game. He's a 6'5" junior. And number 24, Jordan Watson, he averages 17 points a game. He's a 6'3" junior.
Thanks, Mike, for our starting lineups for tonight's basketball game, where they're being introduced here on the floor at the Convo in Athens. And I'm still trying to get my bearings here in Eastern Ohio, Mike, as it's about an hour and a half from your house to get here, which is
correct,
just outside of New Concord. New Lex and Maysville, if they took relatively the same route that we did,
Probably a little over an hour.
It's not the greatest road in the
No.
world to be in on a bus.
No, it's not. It's not. It gets harder the closer you get to
Yes,
it. And then
yes.
finally you do get to Athens, and
It opens up a little bit then.
you feel a little bit of relief, yes.
I wouldn't think it's the greatest bus trip in the world coming down through there for these two teams on the
Right.
yellow school bus.
No, I couldn't think so. Now, I'm sure maybe one of them chartered. Who knows?
Yeah, they could have been. I mean, but I will say, as riding a charter down here with our team to play OU,
Yeah.
it really
And you're stopping
doesn't
for all
make-
the train tracks and everything else.
it doesn't make that much difference.
Route
So,
13, an unlucky number.
yes. Well, as we mentioned, these two teams played each other 3 times. And they're both in the MVL small school. Maysville, the small school division champions this year, 14-2 in the MVL small school division. They lost to Tri-Valley one of those games, and that was just a tough loss for them. They also lost to John Glenn, winning a game that we did. New Lex, 8-8 in the small school division. As we mentioned, Maysville beat them in that game all the way back the second week of the season, December 10th, in a game at Maysville, and that was 55-48. And Stevens was the big scorer there with 30 points. And they might need that kind of output again from him tonight. He and Hansen both. Hansen only had 8 points in that first game. They can get a little more scoring from him. That's going to help their cause tonight. Gator Watson has been the man that's been doing everything for Maysville. And as Friday night, it was one of those typical Maysville games against Indian Valley, Mike. The first quarter, they played pretty well. Gator was leading the team in scoring. And then they get to halftime, and all of a sudden Indian Valley had a great second quarter, took an 8-point lead going into the locker room. And we wondered then, can they put the big spurt on? Well, those spurts get fired up by other guys. It's not always just Gator. Jordan Watson and then Landon Iden both do some things that fire that run as well with Kane Roerig. He made some big blocks in that game.
And their crowd gets behind them too.
And they're very well supported. They're supported well again here tonight in Athens. We're looking here around in the lower bowl. Lots of folks right in front of us with their Maysville gear on. And then across the way, right behind the Maysville bench.
It's that time.
We're ready. It's basketball 30, as they like to say here in the Convo.
About
Maysville.
a 15-minute late start.
Yeah, Maysville New Lex for the regional semifinal game. The winner will face River Valley in the regional championship, and that berth would send you to the state semifinals the following week. We're ready to go here at the Convo. Kane Roerig to jump center against Isaiah Stevens, and Stevens actually had to control the tap, and he tipped it back to Gator Nichols, who penetrates all the way down, misses it, couple rebounds, and Cade Rock follows and puts it in. Roerig had a nice look at it, but again, Rock finally gets the offensive board and sticks it back in. 2-0 here to start the game. Bentley Hansen with the basketball. New Lex moving it along the perimeter. Lane Ratliff had it. Now back to Stevens. Hansen's got it. He gets a screen from the other Stevens. Hansen into the lane, trying to find some space. Can't get it. Ratliff spins inside against Cade Rock and can't get it to go. Good move from the big man, just couldn't convert it. And here comes Maysville with their second possession. Iden with a three from the left wing, no good. Rebound off and lost by Stevens. Gets it to Watson in the corner for a three, and he hits his first three of the game. Jordan Watson has traditionally been a little bit of a slow starter in these tournament games, Mike, but he's off to a quick start here early.
And Maysville couldn't ask for a better start.
Isaiah Stevens with the basketball, left-handed. That creates more problems for the defense than you would think. You know he's left-handed, but it's really hard because it's different. And there's a nice drive to the bucket by Paul Stenson. He gets New Lex's first basket here early, and it's 5-2. Gator bringing the ball up the floor against Lane Ratliff. Now to Iden, he being closely guarded again. Ratliff switched off onto him. Roerig in the corner, tries to get it to Watson. Hansen had his hands on it, but it goes back to Watson.
Very good defense by the New Lex Panthers. Very fundamental defense of man-to-man.
Watson to Gator, three-pointer. And it's no good, but rebounded by Watson. And they get it out of there, back to Gator. He penetrates down the lane, lays it up and in. Gator Nichols' first bucket of the game. It's 7-2. Maysville early going here at the Convo, just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
3 offensive rebounds already for Maysville.
And that's got to be something that's got to keep Coach Dewar worried, I would say. You don't want to give Maysville extra chances against a team that really shoots it well. Stevens against the much taller Roerig into the corner to Ratliff. He tries the three and he gets it to go. Lane Ratliff gets his first bucket of the game. He makes it 7-5 Maysville.
His 27-3 bomb of the year.
Iden with the ball on the offensive end for Maysville. I'm not going to say Panthers tonight because both teams are the Panthers. We got a batter of Panthers tonight. Nichols spins, takes some contact, and I believe that's going to be a foul on Ratliff. And
yeah, they got Ratliff, and that's going to send Gator Nichols to the line, who's an excellent free throw shooter, shooting 84% on the year.
Well, that's what Gator does really well. He gets to the free throw line. He's averaging 26 points a game, and he gets a lot of those on free throws because he's not afraid to penetrate and try to get to the rim, and he gets fouled a lot. And as a good free throw shooter, he connects on it.
And he's going to ball fake you till you jump.
And his first free throw is up and good. We got to thank all the event staff here at the Ohio University Convo. Man, we have a great seat tonight, almost literally at half court in the media row, so we certainly appreciate them down here tonight. Good spot for us, and there's going to be a violation if it doesn't go, but it does. So Gator 2 for 2, his first free throws. It's 9-5 Maysville, 5:12 to go in this first quarter. Stevens brings it up against Gator. He gets rid of it. Now to the corner, baseline penetration by Ratliff. Gets it into the opposite corner. Another three on the way this time. Stenson for three. He's got 5 points early. And I was going to say, New Lex needs a third scorer to step up tonight, and that could be him tonight. He's got 5 in the early going.
Got 5.
Rock three-pointer from the corner, and he answers with a three of his own. Cade Rock with 5 points, and that's about what he averages for the season.
That's only Rock's 7th three-pointer of the year.
So bonus points for Maysville. Rock does a good job. He always guards a really good offensive player on the other team. This time he's guarding Hansen. And there's a backdoor cut to Isaiah Stevens, but the shot was altered by Kane Roerig at the rim, and there's Stevens reaching in the backcourt. And Mike, I don't want to mention it, but I'm going to have to. Isaiah Stevens, we called the game at John Glenn, and he fouled out of the game early.
And they cannot have the crafty veteran lefty get in any foul trouble tonight.
I mean, he's the school's all-time leading scorer. They need him on the court for this in the entirety of this basketball game tonight. So he's not going to be able to foul when he was way out of the play like he was there. And there's Hansen doing a nice job against Gator. Almost forced a turnover, but there's a nice pass from Watson into Rock, but Rock couldn't catch it and shoot it. Nichols against Hansen. Hansen, a really good
defense by Hansen.
It was excellent defense by Bentley Hansen.
You know, through half of this quarter, New Lexington does not have a rebound.
Bentley Hansen is really getting after Gator Nichols.
Outstanding defense.
He's a good athlete. Boy, football field, he was so impressive in football season.
A lot of these guys for New Lex are really good football players as well.
Isaiah Stevens on Gator now. Gator crosses over, gets in the lane, and there's going to be
Guess who they got?
Oh, they counted the bucket too.
And they called that on Isaiah Stevens.
And that's going to be his second foul.
Isaiah Stevens, his second.
A little bit of the NBA continuation there, Mike.
Coach Dewar not happy. Isaiah kind of in disbelief.
2 early fouls for Isaiah Stevens. And that's not what New Lex needs to see happening. Gator Nichols back at the line. His free throw up and good, and it's 15-8 Maysville.
So let's see if they bring Isaiah. They're going to have to bring Isaiah. He's got 2 fouls with 3:48 left to go in the first quarter.
Probably going to sit him for a little bit of time here at least.
Maybe go offense, defense, or something.
Maybe offense, maybe bring him back with a minute or so left in the quarter. I don't think they want to sit him for the whole quarter.
Corey Adams checked in for New Lex.
Again, it's going to depend on what the score and the game situation is. So we'll see what they do here with Isaiah. Bentley Hansen with the basketball. He's working against Roerig. Stops, pops from short, no good. Rebound off to Watson for Maysville. Landon Iden up the left side of the floor against Hansen. Crosses over, stops, gets Hansen to jump, and he banks it in. Nice shot. Nice Kobe Bryant move there from Landon Iden.
Good defense, better shot.
Yeah, it was really good defense. He just hit a tough shot, and that's going to be a foul on Iden in the backcourt.
You know, defensively speaking, Hanson for New Lex and Iden for Maysville. They're carbon copies.
They're awesome.
They are.
They are both great defenders, and it's just fun to watch them. They really, defensively, if you were going to put an all-defensive team together,
there's the two you start with.
From the MVL, I would start with those two kids
yes.
because they're both really good on-ball defenders. New Lex back with a basketball, and you might have to start adding Kane Rohrig to that list because he's coming up big in the tournament. Another block right there. He had a bunch of blocks against Indian Valley Friday night, along with a couple key three buckets there.
He's timing things out well.
And that's going to go, I thought it was going to be off Gator Nichols. And again, Hanson harassing him, doing a great job. 17-8 here in the early going. Maysville with a 9-point lead with the ball out of bounds underneath their own bucket. There's going to be a little handoff back to Gator. Gets it to Rock. Now to Gavin Ferguson, who penetrates down the lane. Shot fake, nice up and under from Gavin Ferguson. He fits his first bucket. And a good sign for Maysville. They've got 5 people that are in the scoring column already, and Coach Dewar wants to have a timeout to talk about it.
Maysville shooting lights out, 7 of 11.
It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. And I'll mention our game sponsors here. Action Total Staffing, WB Green Insurance, Ross Frash Funeral Home, Wakefield Dental, Allen Hunter State Farm, West 40 Auto Sales, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, the Perry County Health Department, Light and Wetzel with Lepi and Associates, Surgent Construction, Lowe's Bargain Barn, People's Bank, Z-Gun Cave, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Great Clips of Zanesville, Doane Ford, Rivergate Medical LLC, and Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, all sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Yeah, so off the top, just looking at some quick stats here, 70% shooting for Maysville so far. And the one stat that really sticks out, New Lex does not have a rebound yet.
Now, I'm going to mention, somebody might think, man, that's Snively. He's right on top of it. He's got the percentages and everything. That's because it's right on the scoreboard in front of us. We're not going to try to fool anybody. But Bentley Hanson, nice drive and bucket from Bentley Hanson. And that's his first basket of the game. And he breaks a little scoring drought of New Lex's. It's now 19-10. Watson picked up his dribble, but gets it to Gator Nichols. Fakes. Backs up on the dribble, now attacks Hanson. Stops, pops, no good. Rebound off. There's your first rebound for New Lex. And that went off to Eli Stevens. 19-10 Maysville, 1:45 to go here in the first quarter. Hanson kicks it out on the left wing, now back to the top to Adams. Hanson has his hands on it to Ratliff. Now in the corner to Adams again, he gets it to Stevens. Stevens trying to get inside against Rock. Trying to back down farther. He stumbled a little bit, kicked it back out. Was tipped, but New Lex keeps it. Now a screen for Hanson out top. Rock switched off to Bentley Hanson. There's almost a steal. Good ball movement here from New Lex. Jump stop, basket, no good. Adams got it in tight, but couldn't convert. Kane Rohrig with the rebound for the Panthers. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go in this first quarter. Gator Nichols trying to get to the rim. Gets down the lane. Spin move inside. Gator Nichols up and good. Gator Nichols has 9 points in the first quarter.
Gator's getting to the charge arc on the college floor, and that's not a good sign for New Lex.
If he gets that deep, he is crafty enough to find a way to get a shot off and usually make it in that tight. Eli Stevens posting up inside. Cade Rock fronted him. Jordan Watson came from behind and knocked that lob away. Nice defensive rotation there from the Maysville Panthers.
And I'll tell you this, right now, Maysville is playing outstanding defense, and they are communicating at a high level right now. Everything right now for New Lex on the offensive end is very hard to do.
35.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. New Lex trails 21-10. And it's a steal on the inbounds play. Rock gets it to Watson. Watson going to go all the way to the rim, misses it, but there's Rock for the rebound. He lays it up and in. Cade Rock with 7 points in the first quarter. 23-10 Maysville.
That was just the first turnover of the game.
Wow. I just didn't realize that, and pretty clean from both teams so far. Three-pointer on the way from on the wing, no good. And here comes Landon Iden with the rebound for Maysville. 8 seconds. Gators got it. 5 seconds, 3 ball. And it's going to rattle off the rim and rebounded by Eli Stevens, and that will end our first quarter here. Maysville with a 23-10 lead We'll be back with second quarter action here from the Convo in Athens. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
This is Leighton Wetzel from Lepi Real Estate, coming to you to tell you there's never been a better time to buy or sell a home. Give me a call today, 740-868-9847, or find me on Facebook at L. Wetzel, Real Estate Agent. Thanks and have a great day.
If you need new furniture and new appliances for your home, and you need it now, there's one place that I know where you should go. It's Lowe's Bargain Barn Furniture and Appliances on the Maysville Pike. They have a huge selection of new furniture and new appliances in stock every day. Just choose what you like, pay, we'll load it, and you can drive away. It'll be the best deal you ever made. Lowe's Bargain Barn Furniture. We're not like other stores.
Second quarter action ready to get underway here at the Convo in Athens. Brett Klein running the show tonight, and he just reminded me that Lowe's Bargain Barn is not like other stores.
Every time we go by there, I hear that.
I didn't say it. Well, we didn't go by there tonight, did we? We kind of went around.
That you did forget it tonight.
I didn't get to do it
I'm glad
tonight.
Brett brought it up.
I'm glad Brett brought that up, too. One of my favorite TV commercials, local TV commercials that you see.
Stevens back in.
Stevens back in. New Lex with the first possession of the second quarter. Hands it off to Hansen. Hansen against Nichols, spins in the lane. Nice move by Bentley Hansen, and he gets a tough one to go. Bentley Hansen with the spin move.
I think it's going to have to be Bentley Hansen. If Isaiah Stevens, is going to be in foul trouble, Bentley Hansen, we know, can score.
Bentley Hansen with the strong move and the chance at the three-point play. A good start to the second quarter for New Lex. Hansen dribbles it, eyes the rim, spins it back, and his shot is up, and it's off the rim, no good. Gavin Ferguson with the rebound for Maysville. 23-12, just underway in the second quarter from the Convo in Athens.
Maysville out-rebounded New Lex in that first quarter, 11-2.
Gator Nichols with the basketball now. Stopped by Ratliff. Good job there by Ratliff, staying in front of Nichols. Nichols, as you pointed out, has been getting in deep. Been to the charge arc a couple of times with the basketball. But this is what Maysville does. They spread you out, and they're very good with the basketball, and then they find kickouts for threes, and Jordan Watson gets the shooter's roll as he hits his second three of the game.
Hits the front of the rim and goes straight up and plops down.
What do we call that? Shooter's touch back in the day?
Yeah, the shooter's touch. Slop.
Slop. That's the phrase. That was the phrase right there.
Yeah.
Hansen, shot fake, got rock in the air, but couldn't do anything afterwards. Isaiah Stevens with the ball now with his right hand, and he's a lefty, and he's going to finish at the rim left-handed, but it was altered.
Oh, wow.
What a great play. Both teams hustling, trying to throw the ball off each other out of bounds, and Gator Nichols ends up going the other way, and he misses the layup, and there's going to be a foul on Cade Rock on the rebound.
I thought when Stevens threw it off of,
I thought he was
out of bounds.
I thought he was out of bounds too.
Yeah. So doesn't matter because no blood, no foul, no scoring on that possession by either team.
Cade Rock just checked out of the game. He's having a great game so far for Maysville. 26-12, Maysville over New Lex. 6.5 minutes to go until halftime here at the Convo. Stevens with the basketball into the front court. Thresher now to Hansen. Screen for Hansen. He's got the much taller Rohrig against him. He's going to stop from three. No good. Rebound off to Gator Nichols. Gator going to be checked by Ratliff now. And he switches off on to Gavin Ferguson. Tipped away. Scramble for the ball. And I think it's going to be, I thought they were going to call Ferguson for traveling because he stood up.
I did too.
But it's a hell of a ball that's going to go to Maysville on the alternating possession. They've got the arrow. So Iden will take the ball out of bounds on the sideline. We'll see if Maysville's got anything special from the sideline out of bounds. They run an elevator screen for Ferguson, and he gets it just in front of the half-court line. Ferguson trying to find some space, not much to have there. Gator Nichols and New Lex people wanted a illegal screen, but they weren't getting it. Gator Nichols backs up now. New Lex trying to give help. You can watch them in their man-to-man. They're trying to give help to whoever is guarding Gator Nichols. because if he finds a little bit of an opening, he's going to try to get to the rim.
Check out this spacing, Dave. I mean, they have New Lex spread all across the court.
Rohrig picks up his dribble, gets it to Watson in the corner. Thresher.
But you know, if you're Maysville, why are you in a hurry? You're up 14.
5:22 clock moving. Gator's going to try a deep three, and he hits it.
Gator said, enough of this patience. I'm going to shoot a 28-footer and knock it down.
He hit it right in front of the New Lex bench, and it's 29-12. Isaiah Stevens trying to answer. He's working against Light, spins back to his left. Kane Rohrig meets him at the rim and blocks it, but he gets the rebound back, and there's going to be another block, but a foul on Rohrig this time. Rohrig doing work down at the rim again like he did against Indian Valley.
He's quietly becoming that shot blocker via timing and not fouling. That's the key. He's not fouling, but in that case he did. But for the most part, at the end of the year, on his block shots, he has not been fouling.
Thresher, he got Thresher with the body. Thresher is going to shoot two, and the first one is up and no good. 29-12 Maysville.
Thresher just a 54% free throw shooter on the year.
29-12, 4:58 to play, so just under 5 minutes to go here until halftime. That second free throw is good from Thresher, and that's his first point of the game. It's 29-13 Maysville. New Lex trying to dig in and get a stop defensively. Maysville trying to create space for their guys to penetrate. And right now Gator, he backs up and he's trying to create more space, but they're not giving him that double gap that you get a lot of times. It's just a single gap, and there comes help over, and he got that one to go. A nice spin move inside. If Gator gets a double gap, he's got all kinds of space.
He's got all kind of space.
But if it's a single gap drive, they've got help, and they can try to knock it away. But that time, he found a way to just use his body and get in through the lane, and that's going to be over and back.
And Maysville's made their first 3 field goal attempts here in the second quarter. And that's the second turnover for New Lex in the game. Maysville, 0 turnovers.
0 turnovers, and it's 31-13 Maysville. Probably New Lex's worst nightmare is that Maysville comes out and plays well and shoots it well, and they have.
They've shot it extremely well, and they've been really good defensively.
And even when it looks like they're going to miss, like the shot from Watson, it still goes in. Now there's a 3 from Rohrig that's off the mark, and here comes New Lex with the basketball. Stevens up the right side. He gets it to his brother in the corner. He's going to try a 3. It's no good. Rebound off to Gator Nichols, and that's going to be a foul on Bentley Hansen on the rebound.
Nothing going right for New Lex right now. Absolutely nothing going right. And there's a reason why, because right now Maysville's being precise on about every aspect of basketball.
31-13, 3:49 to play in the second quarter. Maysville on top of New Lex in the battle of Panthers, and inbounded it against pressure. Gator Nichols against Ratliff coming up the floor. Gator not in a big hurry now. He throws it ahead to Rohrig. Rohrig finds Watson in the lane, tips it out to Iden. 3-pointer, no good. Watson might have been on the back, and that's going to be a foul on Rock on the baseline as he got a little bit too much of Hansen.
Cade Rock with that foul, that's his second.
And that's a second foul on Cade Rock. Here in the early going, New Lex shooting 33% from the field. Maysville, 57%.
And New Lex, not a high-scoring team, only averages 52 points a game. So, they're going to have to start scoring some points in bunches here, being down 18.
They just don't quite have the offensive firepower. And there's a great move from Hansen. He just didn't get the layup to go. He spun inside and up and under the bigger Rohrig. Watson brings it into the offensive end now to Nichols. He's already hit a deep 3, so Hansen's got to come out on him. And Gator gets some space, and he goes to the rim, and he scores. Gator Nichols, he's got 16, and there's going to be another timeout from Coach Doerr. They're going to have a conversation. Full timeout. We'll take a break here as well. High school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You are part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, Working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Vaping isn't harmless. It can damage lungs, impact brain development, and lead to addiction. If your teen is vaping, you're not alone. The Perry County Health Department's Live Vape Free program offers free confidential support to help teens quit for good. Parents, they provide tools to start the conversation and guide them toward a healthier future. Take the first step today. Visit perrycountyhealth.info or call 740-342-5179. Let's help our youth live vape-free.
Second quarter action from the Convo in Athens. New Lex Maysville. Maysville on top by 20 points, Mike Snively, 33-13, and I did not think this would happen.
No, New Lex only one basket in this second quarter. That was their first shot attempt. They made it. Since then, they have missed 6 straight and turned it over one time on their next 7 possessions this quarter.
Well, as my grandpa would say, they've got to make some hay here. And they're trying here. They've got the ball on offense. They get it inside to Stevens against Roerig. Spin move, drop step, blocked by Roerig. There's another block from Kane. New Lex maintains control. Out to Isaiah Stevens. Right hand spins back to his left, and he loses it on the way up, but he's fouled. And I think that's going to go on Jordan Watson.
Isaiah likes to drive to his right and spin to his left. And I think Coach Brown is aware of that. And I've noticed a pretty good job of Maysville defending that tonight.
Well, the lefty, he likes that spin back to his left, and the first free throw is up and no good. And Isaiah Stevens, the leading scorer in the history of New Lex, he still has not scored in this game tonight.
72% shooter from the line on the year.
And he finally breaks the ice with the second free throw. 33 now to 14. 19-point lead for Maysville. Pressure in the backcourt. Nichols with the basketball, guarded closely by Ratliff. Gator not in a big hurry as he walks it up the floor. Now into the front court to Watson. Watson trying to shake Hansen. Now to Iden. Hansen switches off onto Iden. Bentley Hansen, great job moving the feet. Shot fake by Iden. He got Hansen in the air, and I thought there was going to be a foul call, but no foul on the play, and here comes New Lex. Chance to cut into the lead. Isaiah Stevens with an acrobatic three-point shot. I thought he was just trying to draw a foul,
did too.
Mike.
And he wanted the foul, but maybe that gets something rolling here for New Lex.
Well, you see one go through. Here comes Landon Iden trying to answer for Maysville, and he does from the corner. That's Landon Iden's first 3 of the game. Pushes the lead back to 19. Boy, great shot from Isaiah Stevens down here. Looked like he was just trying to get a foul, and then next thing you know, hey, I'm going to go ahead and make it. And there is another block from Roerig. Roerig has been the man defensively for Maysville in the last couple weeks, and Dave Brown going to call a timeout. He's going to have a full timeout to talk about some things with his team. We'll be back with second quarter action from the Convo. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Are you constantly worried about your body and unhappy with your weight? If you said yes, then come see us at Rivergate Medical, your weight loss and wellness headquarters. We offer semaglutide and tirzepatide GLP-1 injectables, as well as all of your aesthetic needs to get your face and body summer ready. How about laser hair removal or Morpheus 8 body tightening? We've got you covered. And don't forget to come relax in our IV Hydration Lounge for your immunity and rehydration boost. Schedule your appointment today at rivergatemedical.com.
1:27 left until halftime. Maysville 36, New Lex 17 here at the Convo in Athens. Regional semifinals in Division 4. And again, we appreciate the fine folks here at the Convo in Athens taking care of us tonight. We've got a great setup here in the press row. Our guys Brett and Andrew and Bryce all with us running the video equipment. Mike and I, we just show up and talk.
Show up and talk. And I just caught Bryce down there to the song Levitating right now, and he's down there kind of.
Was he doing a little dance?
He's dancing a little bit, yeah.
All right, well, good for Bryce. He's getting his.
He's got the mojo going.
He's getting jiggy with it down there.
He is.
Yeah,
I've got my eye on him.
Landon Iden brings the ball up the floor for Maysville to Watson. Here comes Nichols, a little handoff play. They run quite a bit. Now a flare screen for Gator. They try to get another 3 for him, but well defended by New Lex.
New Lex is turning the pressure up, but right now it's not mattering.
And there's going to be a foul as Watson penetrated and got all the way to the rim. And that was on Paul Stenson, his first foul. Jordan Watson will go to the line shooting a couple. He's got 6 points on the night on 2 3-pointers.
Watson shoots it well from the line as well.
And he gets the first one to go.
80%er on the year.
37-17 Maysville. 1:08 to play until halftime. Dave Brown over still coaching his team. I know he's going to be in the locker room. He's still going to be unhappy at halftime.
Maysville 5 of 5 from the line tonight.
Iden against Hansen, 2 great defenders against each other.
I could watch those two go at it all night.
Both guys just do a great job moving their feet. And there's a 3-pointer from Stevens. He might have forced that one a little bit, and he missed it. Gavin Ferguson on the run out, and he lays it up and in. And a missed shot on one end turns into a layup on the other end. Maysville, that's their MO. Stevens on the inside. He tried to skip it, and it hit the rim.
Hit the rim. Yeah, I can't count that as a shot attempt.
No. Nichols weaving his way. Shot, no good from 15. Eli Stevens with the rebound, but it's stolen by Jordan Watson. He gets it to Roerig. Gator going to settle things down. They're going to take the last shot, Mike. 20 seconds to play. 40-17, Maysville with the lead.
Lead by 23, why wouldn't you?
13 seconds now, clock moving.
And I think you got to go right at Isaiah Stevens, who has 2 fouls.
Gator gets it back. Stevens on Gator Nichols, into the lane, stops, shot no good. A lot of contact, no call, and that's going to end our first half. Maysville 40, New Lex 17. We'll be back after some commercial messages. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Are you constantly worried about your body and unhappy with your weight? If you said yes, then come see us at Rivergate Medical, your weight loss and wellness headquarters. We offer semaglutide and tirzepatide GLP-1 injectables, as well as all of your aesthetic needs to get your face and body summer ready. How about laser hair removal or Morpheus 8 body tightening? We've got you covered. And don't forget to come relax in our IV Hydration Lounge for your immunity and rehydration boost. Schedule your appointment today at rivergatemedical.com.
The Ross Frash Funeral Home in Crooksville and Roseville is locally owned and operated by hometown people, Vanessa Ross Frash and Brandon Frash. It's where compassion and affordability is their focus. They are caring and have attention to detail for you and your family. The Ross Frash Funeral Home wishes the best of luck to all local area teams in the playoffs. Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction, we'll take it from here.
Your home and your car are likely your 2 biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge. Don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
At Z Gun Cave, we're more than just a gun shop. From hunting and sport shooting to personal defense and NFA items, we've got you covered with top-tier firearms and accessories. And now, getting the gear you want is easier than ever. With our 90-day layaway plan, you can secure your next firearm and pay over time. Plus, check out our loyalty card. For just $50 a month or $500 a year, you'll access members-only deals, ammo discounts, and early access to new arrivals.
The layaway plan and loyalty card make it easy to get everything I need without breaking the bank.
Welcome to your new gun shop. Visit Z Gun Cave today or shop online at ZanesvilleGunShop.com.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
Halftime here at the Convo in Athens. New Lex, Maysville locked in a battle here in the regional semifinal. Maysville up 40-17 here at halftime. Mike Snively and Dave Hilliard here. We were talking about this, and really a surprise to us. We anticipated a much closer basketball game, much like the one they played earlier in the season, which was an 8-point Maysville win. But right now, Maysville in control. They've got a 23-point lead at halftime, Mike.
They did. And one thing I've noticed New Lexington is struggling with is the length this time of Maysville. The guards are doing adequate job pressuring, as they always do for Maysville. But right now, when they get the ball down low, Kane Rohrig, making himself that presence later on in the year, has just changed, not only blocked several shots, but he's altered many shots too.
Yes.
And on the glass, New Lexington's just getting outmanned on the glass right now. They're getting out-rebounded 18-2. So big rebound stats for Maysville. Well, Jordan Watson has a third of them. He's got 6 of those 18.
Well, it's point-wise here. In the first half for New Lex, Lane Ratliff with 3, hit a three-pointer early. Isaiah Stevens with 4, Paul Stenson with 5, Bentley Hansen with 4, and Malachi Thresher has 1 point. That is a total of 17 for New Lex. On the other side for Maysville, Jordan Watson with 8, Landon Iden with 5, Cade Rock with 7, Gavin Ferguson 4, and Gator Nichols leads all scorers in the game. He's got 16. Let's put that in perspective. He's got 16. New Lex has 17 as a team.
That's amazing, and that's another testament to how well Maysville's playing tonight. They just came in laser beam focused, and they've been playing great basketball tonight.
Well, they're guarding the basketball very well, which is something they've done all season. They're making it tough on Hansen and on Isaiah Stevens.
The two guys you have to make it tough on.
They're making it really tough on them, and other than that, they just don't really have that much scoring help on that team. Like I said early, maybe Stenson can help out. He's got 5 points. But again, you're going to need more than 1 or 2 options against Maysville because they do such a good job on the defensive end.
And Stenson's came within the first couple minutes.
Right.
But, yes. The Maysville shooting it really well too, Dave. 56%.
Yes. And then New Lex only at 30% from the field for the game right now.
Right.
That's
only 6 baskets.
That's tough.
That's tough. And they went a stretch one time where they went without 7 baskets. They only made 2 baskets in that second quarter. So once again, kudos to Maysville and that defensive effort they're giving. They only gave up 17 points. This is a team that averages 51 points in New Lex, and they're holding them right now, 17 and 17, that would be 34. So a team that doesn't score a lot of points anyway, they're really holding them low now. So
well, if you're Coach Jeremy Dewar, and we've talked about he's a really good basketball coach, we think one of the better coaches in the area. So he's in the locker room. He's trying to find some answers. He's got to find a way to get some buckets and get some stops. And I'm sure he's telling his team it starts with the defensive end. We've got to get some stops. If they can get some of those stops and convert some of those into easy buckets, maybe they're the ones that get that avalanche going in the second half.
You read my mind. I thought the same thing. And New Lex has to shoot the ball better. They have to do a little bit better job spacing. And Isaiah Stevens and Bentley Hansen, they just have to have the green light the entire second half.
They've got to make something happen offensively for their team. Now on the other end, I know Coach Dave Brown is in the locker room telling his team, hey, this is not over with.
No.
And he's expecting New Lex to make a run. I'm expecting New Lex to make a run.
Yes.
So I know he really is harping over that with his team about, hey, this game's not over. It's 0-0. We've got to go back out. And what we're going to see here in this first 4 minutes of the second half, that's going to determine the way the rest of this game goes. If New Lex can make a run and get back in it, then we've got a game.
And they've got to piece it together, though. It's got to be small chunks.
If Maysville finds a way to extend the lead and make it grow even more, then this is going to be a tough one for New Lex the rest of the way.
Yeah, and if things don't change real quickly for New Lex, I mean, it could be a rout. So let's see what happens here. Winner gets River Valley, the Caledonia variety.
Well, I've got a friend of mine, Mike, from back in my early days of broadcasting in Hillsboro, and it's an inside joke, but I got to say it. Okay. White rat, white rat, white rat. And that's just for John, and he knows, he's listening and watching, and he knows what it's about. So I just had to throw it in. Okay. White rat for John Barney tonight.
You're saying white?
White rat.
Rat.
Yes.
Okay.
White rat.
All right.
Yep.
All right, I'll ask you later off air.
Well, we're getting ready for the second half. Clock winding down here to end our halftime. Maysville, and if you were going to write the script, if you were a Maysville fan, you'd think, well, let's play better in the first half. We struggle in the first half in these tournament games. Well, they played pretty well. So now if you're revising your script, you're thinking, well, let's just keep playing like we were. They're the ones that didn't want halftime to come right there.
Maysville's in a weird spot here because they don't need that avalanche, as you call it, in the second half.
No, so that's their MO. They come out of the locker room and they just blow people out.
They're totally confused right now. They're like, are we supposed to still play hard and get on the run and fist pump and everything else?
That could mess them up here in the third quarter. That's just uncomfortable for them. So anyway, we're ready to start this third quarter. New Lex will get the first possession of this second half. 40-17 Maysville, as they've been clicking on all cylinders. And we'll see if New Lex can find a way to make a run and get back into this basketball game here in the second half. Isaiah Stevens with the basketball. He's going to initiate the offense for New Lex. Hansen coming off a screen. Now a little handoff back to Isaiah Stevens. And he finds, that was a really good play from Eli Stevens. He knew he couldn't catch it. He was trying to tip it to his teammate.
It was a great idea.
A great idea. He just couldn't pull it off.
And that was a turnover. That was the fifth turnover for New Lex. Dave, Maysville, 0 turnovers. 0.
Gator Nichols, tough against the backcourt pressure, and you are the kiss of death, Mike Snively.
Oh, yes, I jinxed him. I did not
him.
mean to jinx him, but I've done that I don't know how many times this year.
Oh, they don't have any turnovers. Here comes a turnover. Yeah. Mike Snively, the announcer's
They haven't
curse.
missed a free throw all night.
Hansen from deep, no good. Rebound to Gator Nichols. Gator's going to throw it ahead. He's got Rock on a run out. Rock to the rim, missed it. Nice job by Hansen, making him alter his layup. And Rock can't convert, so the score stays 40-17 now. And we're getting close to 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Stevens crossover, stopped by Rohrig at the rim. Hansen now reverses it to Stenson. Ball movement good on the perimeter from New Lex. Stevens going to spin back to his left hand, and there's Maysville to help on him, not letting him do it, but Hansen comes up with a loose ball, and he gets to the rim, and he's got 6 points on the night.
Hansen's got a really quick first step, did a nice job getting to the rim there.
Pressure from New Lex, Iden, and that's going to be a block. Stenson thought, I'm in position, but he stepped in, and that is going to be Stenson's second foul. We keep an eye on the fouls a little bit more in the third quarter now, because with the rule that you get 5 fouls, you start shooting free throws. If it gets to 5 in the third, all of a sudden you're shooting free throws, and there's Jordan Watson with a nice turnaround in the lane. He's in double digits with 10 now for Maysville.
Nice turnaround. Not much Hansen can do with that because Watson is much taller with the fadeaway.
Iden on Stevens. Stevens going to spin back to his left. He dumps it to Hansen in the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Gator Nichols fights for the rebound and comes up with it. He's on the run, gets it ahead to Watson. Watson to Iden. Iden shot fake. Three-pointer, no good. Air ball. Isaiah Stevens with the rebound. Maybe a little bit of a quick shot there from Iden. He's all over Stevens again, Stevens, and he drew the foul that time. And I don't know if I really agree with that because Stevens really, I thought he initiated the contact, and that's one I really don't think you call, but.
You know, I feel bad for Isaiah, too, because this could be his last game, and he just seems like he's pressing a little bit on the offensive end.
Well, he's going to get 3 free throws, and anytime a good scorer gets to the free throw line and sees the ball go through the rim on free throws.
That is 100% true.
That usually helps you get some shots to go from the field. So he gets the first free throw. Second one off the back iron.
Corey Adam coming in.
Corey Adam checks in for the New Lex Panthers.
For Bentley Hansen.
Stevens now going to try that third free throw. And that one is good. He's 3 for 5 on the night from the free throw line, and he's got 6 points.
Well, here comes some pressure from New Lex.
Maysville having a little trouble in the backcourt here, and there's going to be another turnover. Gator Nichols gets trapped. 3 for Stevens, no good, off the rim. Ratliff chases it down, flips it back in. His team corrals it. Stevens, now it's stolen by Iden. Iden going to take it all the way, stops, jump stop, good for Landon Iden. A nice steal and conversion from Landon Iden. 44-21, Maysville.
Maysville still keeps that full court pressure on.
Eli Stevens bringing it up against Roerig, the biggest players on the floor against each other in open space. Stevens gets it in the middle though, and his shot is off. Rebound to Jordan Watson. Ahead to Nichols. Nichols to Iden in the corner. 3-pointer. Good, Landon Iden. And here comes Maysville with that second half run, and Jeremy Dewar doesn't want it to happen. He's calling a timeout. It's going to be the 30-second variety. But now Maysville up by 26, Mike. They've extended the lead here in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, and I mentioned that about Isaiah Stevens maybe pressing offensively. I really feel like New Lexington's pressing offensively. This is something out of their element. They're not used to playing at a fast pace. Maysville in total comfort mode right now. They're on cruise control. They love this style. They feel open. They feel free. They're just relaxed shooting the basketball. This has been Maysville. A great Maysville team tonight.
47-21 here, just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Maysville with a 26-point lead. And they probably would still have 0 turnovers if Mike Snively didn't say anything and jinx them.
Well, there's 2 now.
There's 2 now,
but see, I like to compliment teams by saying they haven't missed a free throw tonight, or they're 5 for 5 from 3-point range, you know.
New Lex with possession. Ratliff against Cade Rock. And he's into the front court now. Gets down the lane, almost lost it, now gets it to Stevens. Stevens lefty dribble, and it's blocked by Gator Nichols. And it's going to go off of Maysville. I love it when the ball goes out of bounds and all the players point their
two different directions.
Everybody's an official when that happens.
Right. Even the crowd is. And coaches. I mean, that's just how it goes.
You know, the guys in the stripes get to make the decision, though. Inbound from New Lex. They're going to run Stevens off of a screen, and he's got it. Rock on him. Back to Hansen. Hansen, nice shot fake into the lane. Jump stop. No good. Rebound off to Hansen. Hansen finds a way to muscle it back up and in. Good job by Bentley Hansen. He stayed with it and got it to go.
Hansen's got 8 on the night.
Maysville against New Lex pressure. They've done a nice job picking up full court, Mike, making it tough on Maysville. Gator, though, gets to the rim, and it's no good. Stevens with the basketball, and he's hammered at half court. No call. Jordan Watson gets it ahead to Nichols. Nichols lays it up and in. A lot of contact there at half court with no call.
Maysville sticking in like a little zone pressure.
And court. Stevens tried to go right between the trap, and he was successful. He did split it. Hansen shot fake, stops. Knocked away by Watson, but Stevens gets it back. Ratliff to Hansen in the corner. Hansen's got Roerig on him. Now back to Stevens. Watson gives him some space. Left wing, Ratliff's got it against Gator Nichols. Now Rock against Adams. Adams down the lane. Can't go anywhere.
The length is affecting them. Anytime they get in the paint, the length affects them.
Nice pass from Stevens. It's going to be blocked by Rock on the shot attempt. Right to Hansen, though, in the corner. His three no good, and that's going to be a off of Lane Ratlett. He knocked it out of Gator Nichols' hands.
Kevin Person back on the floor.
49-23. Maysville by 26 here. We were talking about the first 4 minutes, so this is the first 5 minutes now of the second half. It's a 26-point lead. It was 23 at halftime, Mike.
Well, we have to feel that Maysville is in full control now. They've taken over these first 5 minutes of the third quarter as well. So kudos to Maysville, just doing what they need to do.
They are struggling, though, against this full court pressure.
A little bit of pressure, yeah.
And Gator Nichols this time got it in the middle of the floor. They've inbounded it to him in the corner the last couple of times. This time, he gets it ahead to Watson. Watson going to lay it up and in. Good vision by Gator Nichols to see Watson. And Watson's got 12 points now.
Pressure stays on.
Stevens to Hansen. Hansen up the right side of the floor, spins, stops, knocked away by Jordan Watson. He throws it ahead. Iden goes and gets it. He gets to the rim, and it's partially blocked by Isaiah Stevens. Nice defense from Isaiah Stevens. He's on the attack now. He's going to shoot a three from the State of Ohio logo here on the middle of the floor. That was a deep one, and there's going to be a foul on the dribble, no shot. I think that's going to go on Jordan Watson. And it is his second foul.
Jordan Watson, the foul, that's his second. Team second.
We're going to see Cade Pickrell check in.
Pickrell in for Maysville, his first action of the night. New Lex with the ball underneath their own bucket. Cade Rock fights around, and he stepped on the baseline. Boy, Cade Rock fought around Thresher, and that's not an easy thing to do. Thresher's got a really good body.
Boy, Rock's been really active tonight. Really good.
Out of bounds play well executed by New Lex, but Thresher missed the layup, and here comes Watson for Maysville. Stops from three, no good. Rebound off to Hansen. And he double dribbled. Maysville players were calling it before the official did.
And you can tell, very uncomfortable, New Lex. They do not want to be playing this style. They've probably not been in a game like this, and for it to be the last game, that's very unfortunate.
2 minutes to play here in the third quarter, 51-23 Maysville. Nichols with the ball. Tried to cross over in front of Ratliff, now a screen from Watson. Nichols trying to get some space against Hansen. Hansen knocks it away, gets it to Stevens. Stevens going to attack with his left hand, and he traveled. Oh my goodness. That was a nice finish, but he traveled.
He did.
It just wasn't called. Nichols now trying to get back and get into the lane like he usually does with the ball, and going to be tipped away by Stevens out of bounds. Maysville will keep it. 1:28 to play. They lead 51-25 here in the third quarter.
A rock fight has broken out here in this third quarter. Two teams throwing rocks at each other right now.
The offensive execution has gone down a little bit here in this third quarter.
It's changed. Coaching's out the window right now. They're just kids being kids now.
Roehrig with the ball, now back to Watson. He gets down the lane. He's going to lay it up and in. Jordan Watson, 14 points.
And Coach Brown takes a timeout.
He doesn't like the sloppiness. I know Dave Brown, and I know that's what he's going to talk about. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break here. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
Third quarter action, Division IV regional semifinal, Athens, the OU Convocation Center, the Convo. Mike Snively, Dave Hilliard, we're excited to be here tonight. Regional semifinal action. AVC Sports right here with all the action we had last night on AVC. We had the Monroe Central game, And again, a team that just
they got a great shot of making it.
They're really good.
They are.
They are a good basketball team. And they are fun to watch. I watched about the first half of that game last night as they were victorious. They'll be in the regional final. I think do they play Sunday, Mike, or is it Saturday?
They play tomorrow, Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another 3-ball miss from New Lex and Maysville with the rebound. Gator Nichols thought about it, got rid of it, gets it back from Watson. Hanson trying to keep Nichols from penetrating, and he does it. Pickrell has it, now hands it to Watson. Watson going to get it back to Gator. Gator says, give me some space. He's got it. Spins into the lane, shot up, no good. Hanson did his job. Got enough of Gator Nichols, and there's a foul. And you see that so many times, Mike. He missed the shot, and he fouled. It's a frustration foul, and that's definitely Gators.
It certainly is, and
good players do it too.
Yeah, they do. And it's just a tough thing, tough lesson to learn.
He's got 2 fouls, so Coach Brown says, 29 seconds left, and we're going to take you out of the game right here in this third quarter. Stevens into the front court against Gavin Ferguson. Nice little set from New Lex for a 3, no good. Roehrig tips the ball out to Gavin Ferguson. Ferguson attacks, gets it to Watson. 11 seconds, Watson down the lane, layup good. Jordan Watson, 8 points here in the quarter, 16 for the game. 4 seconds. Stevens going to have to hurry. 1 second from half court, and that shot is off the top of the backboard. That'll end the third quarter. Maysville 55, New Lex 25. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of a guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Fourth quarter ready to get underway here at OU. Maysville with a very comfortable 55-25 lead. And if they can hang on to this 30-point lead, they will play Sunday at 2 o'clock against River Valley for a chance to go to the state semifinals. They get the first possession. A little set play out of the timeout. Iden's got it. He gets down the lane, lays it up and in. Landon Iden, tough shot, and he got it to go. Landon Iden in double figures. 12 for the game, 57-25.
Cohen Llewellyn in for Maysville now.
And that three-point shot from the corner was off, but they're going to get Rock on the foul against Thresher. And that's Rock's third foul of the game. Maysville still shooting 56% from the floor, Mike. New Lex at 25 now.
Only 20% from three-point range. 46% for three for Maysville.
There's a really tough shot from Stevens. Baseline jumper, it's good.
Gets his 10th point on the night, double figures.
Jordan Watson down the lane, kicks it out into the corner for a three, and there's Landon Iden capitalizing on a nice kick out.
Has anybody improved in basketball more than Landon Iden?
Landon Iden
throughout the year. I mean, he's been fantastic.
He's been really good. He's been really good defensively. But boy, when the offense comes along too, he's a really complete basketball player.
He's at 15 points tonight, and that will be his.
He's got 3 threes on the night.
He's got 3 on the night, so that gives him 55 for the year. He's the third leading three-point shooter on the team. He's got 55 threes.
Nichols having a little trouble against Hanson, but he gets around him. Now into the lane, stops, pulls up, and hits Gator Nichols now with 20 points for Maysville.
35-point game, Dave. A running clock will be ensued here.
Air ball from New Lex, and here comes Gator on the attack. Doesn't have the numbers, but now finds Llewellyn in the corner, and no good on the three, but Rock there with the rebound, and his layup is good. Offensive rebound and putback. Cade Rock now with 9 points.
I did not see this one coming.
I did not either. 64-27, Maysville over New Lex. Hansen, baseline, spins. Another defender there to meet him. Stevens battles his way to the rim, and he lays it up and in. No quit in Isaiah Stevens. 4 points in the quarter.
Took it in with the right hand there. Looks like both coaches are going to start clearing the bench a little bit.
Watson stops, pops, got it. Jordan Watson.
Jordan Watson for the deuce.
He's got 18 now for Maysville, 66-29. And as you pointed out, the clock's going to roll no matter what happens here. Unless the lead gets back under 30. Stevens from really deep, no good. Rebound, Watson. Not going to be in a hurry. The next clock stoppage we get, ball out of bounds or something, I would say stoppage in play, we're going to get a host of substitutions. Watson down the lane, no good. Blocked partially, I think, by Stevens and out of bounds. Roehrig comes back in, so does Pickrell. Gavin Ferguson back into the game.
And checking in, Sam Roop's going to check in for
Roop in for the first time.
Lex.
I'm going to try another three, this time no good. Roehrig with the rebound, no good. Staying after it. Eventually, New Lex fights for it and gets it. Stevens has it, and he's fouled in the backcourt.
So we're going to see a River Valley Maysville showdown. And River Valley came back from a 10-point deficit against Unioto.
Yes, 14-4 over the last minutes of regulation to put that game in overtime. Great game here in the semifinal, the first one of the night.
If River Valley made free throws in the overtime, it would have been a much bigger spread.
Hansen hits a three from downtown. That was from Court Street. Maysville back with possession. Ferguson going to tip it out to Pickrell. Pickrell to Iden. Roop guarding him. Iden down the lane. Layup good. Landon Iden having himself a night.
17 for Iden.
17 for Landon Iden. Stevens now's got Roehrig on him. Takes him in and can't get the shot to go, and the rebound is off to the Panthers, and they're on the attack. 68-32, 3.5 minutes to go. Pickrell's going to try a three, partially deflected. New Lex with the ball. Here comes Hansen. Stops from beyond the college line and hits another one. Bentley Hansen, shooting practice from Court Street here in Athens.
Knocks down his 14th point of the night.
And it's something I've talked about, Mike. When these kids get on the college floor, do the lines confuse them? Because there's two lines. Iden tries to answer. Rebound from Pickrell. Ferguson says, I'm going to try a college three, and he hits it.
Gavin Ferguson,
71-35 in a game. Again, we did not think this was going to happen. Under 3 minutes to go. Maysville.
I think kids shoot them so deep now, Dave, it doesn't really matter what line.
Doesn't really matter.
No.
They just know they're behind one of them.
Yes.
And there's going to be another turnover from Maysville. They just got a little bit ahead of themselves. Hansen now cut off by Iden. Hansen, he is hot. That's three straight. Bentley Hansen, he's got 9 here in the fourth quarter, all on threes. And it's 71-38.
He leads New Lex with 17 tonight.
And those have been deep.
Yes, they have
they're not been easy ones. Ferguson says, whatever you can do, I can do too, as he hits a three.
Officials
quick horn to get the subs in.
Get the subs in here. Standing ovation for the rest of the Maysville starting five that come off the court. Well deserved.
Cutler Carnes into the game, along with Owen Larimer. seeing their first action of the game out there with Cohen Llewellyn and Cade Pickrell. Again, lots of young folks on this roster, and there's a three from Adams.
And all of a sudden, we got a three-point contest.
74-41, both teams chucking it from deep. We'll see if Carnes gets in on the action.
Everybody's looking to shoot it.
And there's a steal from Stevens. He's on the run, flips it out onto the right wing. Penetration to the bucket, kicked it back out to Stevens. Now to Thresher. Thresher penetrates down the lane, stops, back out to Adams. His three is an air ball, rebounded by New Lex. Thresher, the reverse, up and in. And he's fouled. And this is where the clock really runs, Mike.
It is.
When you start shooting free throws.
And now they can get it down to a 30-point lead here. And once it gets below 30 again, but here comes some subs. Once it gets below 30, then the clock resumes back to normal stoppages.
74-44, there's 50 seconds left. Stevens and Hansen check out of the game. Outstanding careers for both of those young men at New Lex. 1,000-point scorers, both of them. Isaiah Stevens, the school's leading scorer now.
It's a tough way to go out for those two young men, but they have done their community and school proud for the last 4 years. I guarantee that.
They have represented themselves and their school very well. Nothing to be ashamed of tonight, as they're going to fall here in the regional semifinals to Maysville, a team with tournament experience. They've got experience in this tournament, Mike. They played all the way to the state final last year. 10 seconds now left in the game. New Lex probably going to get the last shot, but it goes out of bounds, and that's going to end it because they're not going to get it inbounded before the clock runs out. That's going to end it here at the Convo. 74-44, Maysville victorious. They'll play Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock against Tri-Valley for the right to advance to the state semifinals. We'll be back and wrap this one up after a quick break. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
If you need new furniture and new appliances for your home, and you need it now, there's one place that I know where you should go. It's Lowe's Bargain Barn Furniture and Appliances on the Maysville Pike. They have a huge selection of new furniture and new appliances in stock every day. Just choose what you like, pay, we'll load it, and you can drive away. It'll be the best deal you ever made. Lowe's Bargain Barn Furniture. We're not like other stores.
This is Leighton Wetzel from Lepi Real Estate, coming to you to tell you there's never been a better time to buy or sell a home. Give me a call today, 740-868-9847, or find me on Facebook at L. Wetzel, Real Estate Agent. Thanks and have a great day.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing an exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction. We'll take it from here.
Are you constantly worried about your body and unhappy with your weight? If you said yes, then come see us at Rivergate Medical, your weight loss and wellness headquarters. We offer semaglutide and tirzepatide GLP-1 injectables, as well as all of your aesthetic needs to get your face and body summer ready. How about laser hair removal or Morpheus 8 body tightening? We've got you covered. And don't forget to come relax in our IV Hydration Lounge for your immunity and rehydration boost. Schedule your appointment today at rivergatemedical.com.
At Z Gun Cave, we're more than just a gun shop. From hunting and sport shooting to personal defense and NFA items, we've got you covered with top-tier firearms and accessories. And now, getting the gear you want is easier than ever. With our 90-day layaway plan, you can secure your next firearm and pay over time. Plus, check out our loyalty card. For just $50 a month or $500 a year, you'll access members-only deals, ammo discounts, and early access to new arrivals.
The layaway plan and loyalty card make it easy to get everything I need without breaking the bank.
Welcome to your new gun shop. Visit Z Gun Cave today or shop online at ZanesvilleGunshop.com.
Vaping isn't harmless. It can damage lungs, impact brain development, and lead to addiction. If your teen is vaping, you're not alone. The Perry County Health Department's Live Vape Free program offers free confidential support to help teens quit for good. Parents, they provide tools to start the conversation and guide them toward a healthier future. Take the first step today. Visit perrycountyhealth.info or call 740-342-5179. Let's help our youth live vape-free.
Dave Hilliard, Mike Snively. We are back at the Convo in Athens. Maysville coming away with a 74-44 victory here over New Lex. Mike just did not expect that one to happen.
No, and you know, how many times have we had Maysville this year where they have to go on that patented run in a quarter where they just take over and have to take over game. I thought tonight from the tip to the final horn, this was the most complete game we may have seen Maysville play all year.
And they really did it off the bat. I mean, they played well at the beginning of the game. There's not really a quarter where they didn't play good basketball. So, again, a complete effort here from Maysville as they take care of business. They defeat New Lex by 30 points tonight. Just running down this, well, let me give the sponsors here one more time because we do have a lot of sponsors tonight. And again, we certainly appreciate all of them for tonight's basketball game. Action Total Staffing, WB Green Insurance, Ross Frash Funeral Home, Wakefield Dental, Allen Hunter State Farm, West 40 Auto Sales, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, the Perry County Health Department, Leighton Wetzel with Lepi and Associates, Surgeon Construction, Lowe's Bargain Barn, People's Bank, Z Gun Cave, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Great Clips of Zanesville, Doan Ford, Rivergate Medical LLC, and Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, all sponsors of our broadcast tonight. Scoring here for New Lex, Lane Ratliff with 3. He had the first bucket of the game.
He did on a three-pointer from the corner.
That was his 3 for the game. Isaiah Stevens with 12, Corey Adams with 3, Paul Stenson with 5, Bentley Hansen with 17, Malachi Thresher with 4. Bentley Hansen leading them with 17, and they had a total of 44. For Maysville, and good sign for Maysville, you know, in a couple of their tournament games last year, they had 3 guys that scored. That was it.
Right. They got a slew of them score now.
Tonight they had 4 guys in double figures and almost a 5th.
Yeah.
Gaynor Nichols led the way with 20 points. He had 16 of those in the first half. Gavin Ferguson, he had 10. Cade Rock with 9. Landon Iden with 17 tonight, and Jordan Watson with 18 in a very balanced scoring effort tonight there from the Maysville Panthers. That's a total of 74, and that's our final here, 74-44 here in Athens. Mike, you were checking your own stats with the folks here at the Convo, so let's see what you've got for a statistical breakdown here tonight.
Well, mine are official. I don't know what OU's doing down here, but mine are official.
I don't know what they're doing either.
They got these college kids doing stats down here.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on, do they?
New Lex, you know, with a good fourth quarter shooting percentage, that really helped them because they were around 20% most of the night, but they finished 16 of 50 for 32%. Maysville shot it extremely well again tonight. 30 of 55 for 55%. Rebounds, New Lex was out-rebounded 34-25 by Maysville. New Lex did have 9 offensive rebounds. Maysville had 6. New Lex turned it over 10 times. Maysville didn't turn it over 1 time in the first half, but they ended up with a total of 4 turnovers, which is the exact number of turnovers they had in that first win in South Zanesville on December 10th. Free throws, New Lex was 5 for 9, and Maysville did not shoot a free throw in the second half, but they were 5 of 5 in the first half.
Whew. Interesting. We talked about it, what it would take, and, you know, we've always talked about the Maysville Avalanche in the second half, and they really didn't need it. They took care of it so early tonight. And, I mean, before you know it, I mean, it was over with. It just felt like, and
it was a leaking faucet the whole game.
It was 40-17 at halftime, and we're thinking, you know, gosh, I mean, this was not supposed to happen this way at all. So
the last thing I would have thought coming down here tonight was there's going to be a running clock in this game, and it happened. Yes.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Jared's letting us know that Dave is coming.
Well, Coach Cox is telling us that Dave is coming because I've given Dave a hard time a couple times about not making it for the postgame. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break here. Brett Klein has given me the high sign for that. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Brown and get his thoughts about his team tonight and coming up Sunday afternoon, I should say, at 2 o'clock. high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
The Ross Frash Funeral Home in Crooksville and Roseville is locally owned and operated by hometown people, Vanessa Ross Frash and Brandon Frash. It's where compassion and affordability is their focus. They are caring and have attention to detail for you and your family. The Ross Frash Funeral Home wishes the best of luck to all local area teams in the playoffs.
One thing about us parents, we think we know what's in, but we're usually way off. That's why I take my kids to Great Clips for back-to-school haircuts. From fresh fades to beachy waves, they can use the online lookbook to find the cuts they want at prices I can't resist. Plus, with convenient online check-in, we save tons of time, too. I may never know what's cool again, but hey, with back-to-school haircuts at Great Clips, I don't have to. Download the app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Looking to boost your career or find top talent for your team? Action Total Staffing has you covered. Whether you're job hunting or hiring, our expert team connects the right people with the right opportunities. Locally owned and operated since 1994, we are located at 2239 Maple Avenue in Zanesville. Call us at 740-450-8411 or visit our website at actiontotalstaffingohio.com. Job opportunities in Zanesville, Frazeysburg, Coshocton, Cambridge, and Byesville. Stop in and get your career in gear at Action Total Staffing.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams. Custom Vehicles of Zanesville is the local spot for all car, truck, marine, and RV accessories. From remote starts, heated seats, stereo equipment, lift kits, WeatherTech products, tonneau covers, toolboxes, strobe lights, rhino lightings, Z-Bart rust proofing, and undercoating. If it can be found online, they can get it. Stop by their showroom today and see how they can use their expertise to enhance your vehicle. Your local real truck preferred dealer, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, 3619 Old Falls Road, CustomVehiclesZAN.com.
Post game here at the Convo, Dave Hilliard, Mike Snively, together once again, and we will be here Sunday afternoon, Mike.
2 o'clock tip on a Sunday.
As we broadcast the regional final here from OU, and Coach Brown is making his way slowly up the stairs here. He's going to talk with us. While he's coming over here, Mike and I, off air, we decided our Lock 9 Pizza player of the game is Landon Iden. Landon plays great defense for Maysville. Tonight, he had 17 points to go around with some great defensive pressure that he applied all night tonight. So, again, we certainly are glad that Lock 9.
Well, we thought we were going to get him.
We thought he's coming down here. Here he comes. Okay.
Hi, Dave Brown.
Hi, Dave.
Do this tonight.
I'm glad we are too.
We do this a lot.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit down. You can stand up, by the way. Bryce has a camera on you, so
how you doing, Bryce?
If you want to look good tonight,
make his face look real round.
Yeah, make his face.
Well, that'd
look
be hard to make me look good. So.
Well, Coach Brown joining us here in the post game. His team victorious tonight, 74-44, and Mike and I were just talking. You guys played a complete game from the opening tip tonight.
Yeah, we don't get to say that too often, do we?
Wow, you got fantastic start to finish.
Yeah, we really were focused on that first 3 minutes, and I think our guys answered the bell.
Yes, they did.
For 32 minutes tonight, which is good to see. So.
Yes, and of the games that Mike and I have done together, and I've done a couple more that he wasn't with me. But that's the most complete game that you've played from start to finish. I mean, from the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it was nice. It was our defense that really sparked us. Yep. We're known for an offensive school. I think, we're up in every year it seems the top 5 in the state in scoring. But to be able to hold a really good basketball team to 44 points is how you win in March. At some point your half-court defense
has got to do it.
So
yep.
I thought it really.
Dave, you turned it over 4 times tonight, and in the first half, you did not turn it over.
I saw that on this. I'm like, this can't be right. We've got 0 turnovers. So. But that again, too, value in the basketball is huge in March as well. So, playing good half-court defense and only turning it over 4 times is key, and that's, why we were in a good spot on the scoreboard tonight.
And the possession stats, which we talk about a lot at Muskingum, it's rebounding and forcing turnovers.
We were big on the ball, at least at half. I know we had out-rebounded by 9. I don't know what the final was.
34-25, you out-rebounded them by 9.
Yep. So it was even in the second half. But, I thought in the first, we really got after the boards. That's rebounding, defense, and taking care of the basketball is a pretty good recipe for success this time of the year.
Yes, it is. And, of course, when you get some offense going as well. And you said your team's always in the top offensively, but I think you and I both know that a lot of that offense is generated from your defense. It's those steals, it's those runouts that you get for the easy ones, and then all of a sudden you got the momentum and those threes start to go.
Yep. And, our energy was great. We're really good in transition. Not to say our half-court offense is terrible, but we're at our best when we're in transition. You get stops, pitch it ahead, knock down a 3, or JW getting to the rim, Gator getting to the rim.
Yes.
So again, that's key in getting stops and getting out in transition, not letting the defense get set. It's a lot easier to play against a defense that's not set than one that's.
Yes, it is.
Simple game.
It is, especially with a Jay Dewar team. I mean, they knew everything we were running in the half court. So
Do you know what though, Dave? I thought your defense, you knew every little spin move that their star players were going to do. I mean, you guys were sitting there just waiting on them. And then Kane Rory, he's just altering shots all of a sudden this second half of the season. He's making a huge difference in there, too.
I don't know how many blocks he had tonight, but he's about 6 away from the school record coming into the game. So, having a rim protector really helps defense as well.
Right.
But, I think, he was hurt early on in the year, and, he's really healthy, and he continues to get better every day.
Well, Sunday afternoon, you're going to play at 2 o'clock for a chance to go to the state semis. You saw a little bit of River Valley in here. They're going to pose some problems for you. Good basketball team.
Yeah, as they should in a regional final. You're going to play against a great team, and they're really good. Central District, strong, physical, and long. So we're going to have our hands full, but we're going to try to enjoy this one tonight, and we'll get right at film tomorrow and get ready to play. Caledonia, River Valley for a chance to play in the Final Four. And it's good to say, the Panthers are coming back to the Convo.
Yeah, the Panthers are coming back to the Convo. The PA guys all over that. I know that. So we'll be back here again Sunday afternoon as well, and hopefully we'll talking to you in the same situation after a Panthers win. And again, congratulations to you on the win tonight. Also, East District Coach of the Year, well deserved.
Well, that's all to the players, right?
You and Sheck, I had to point out the co-coaches of the year, along with from Tyrone from Indiana. Muskingum guys, I had to point that out. So congratulations,
Congrats, Coach Sheck. You had a great year, and he's always going to pose a problem. So congrats. Hopefully you're listening, and thank you, guys.
I'll give you this, too. Landon Iden was our Lock 9 Pizza player of the game tonight. So we try to spread that around to your guys. It's like it's not very difficult because somebody always comes up with a big game for you, and it's not always the same person.
So he played a great game tonight, and, he defensively has gotten so much better throughout the course of the year.
He's really
good. I heard some Wesley Armstead comparisons. So I think he's kind of taken that on, and I told him that. He's like, really? So, and the guy can shoot it really well, too, so I thought he had a big night tonight. What do you have, 17?
He has 17,
Yeah, that was big to, get out of him tonight. So.
Congrats, man.
Hey, thank you.
And hopefully we're talking to you again Sunday.
Go get some rest.
Yep, we'll try.
Dave Brown joining us here in the postgame. We certainly appreciate Dave and his comments here tonight. It's one of those, lay down the microphone thing. That was tough. Well, that's going to wrap everything up here from the Convo. I think Mike and I are alone up here. It seems there aren't too many folks left in the Convo. I've never seen it this empty, so interesting place to be when there's nobody around, Mike.
We could go get some shots up.
We could go get some shots up. I don't know. I think that'd be very pretty in here right now. Anyway, New Lex, 15-11 on the season. They're going to end their season, unfortunately for them tonight. Maysville now 24-3. They'll be here Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock. We'll be here, AVC Sports. We'll have all the action for you. Again, this is Dave Hilliard for Mike Snively and our fabulous crew down here, Brett Klein. We got our man Bryce Haynes on the floor camera tonight and Andrew Dunlap up here on the other camera. We certainly appreciate their work. Thanks for listening and watching to High School Basketball presented by AVC Sports.
You've been listening to High School Basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON. High School Basketball is a presentation of AVC Sports.